Joe tells V he's not looking elsewhere. He's not looking at other girls. But their relationship does have an expiration date, as in the end of the charter season.
But what does that mean? Is it's once the charter's over, he's out, or is it a best if had by date, expiration date? Like we better get this going, and then then it'll be fine.
I think he's happy to have that the end of the charter season as an expiration date because it gives him an out. Like, well, I'm going here, you're going back here. Of course, we know that doesn't have to be the case, but he's like, oh,
Right.
that's the end. Hi, welcome to Above Deck, a below deck breakdown podcast. I'm Sarah Goldman, a photographer and former marine biologist living in Charleston, South Carolina. With me is my college roommate and co-host, Kelly.
I'm Kelli Busbey, an executive assistant and former radio host, coming to you from my home studio in Columbus, Ohio. Together, Sarah and I hosted the Socks with Sandals radio show on WFAL in Bowling Green, Ohio, and we are back again this week to discuss Below Deck and our love of all things Bravo. Today we'll be discussing Below Deck Med Season 10, Episode 7. This is Unpeasant.
Weren't you curious what that meant in regards to
Yes.
the episode?
Yes, always.
So good. Here's your recap. A hot tub hookup divides the interior. The crew enjoys a day off at a beach club where lots of people couple up, but Aesha dances alone for 3 hours. The charter guests insult the yacht crew, and Max gets in trouble for letting a guest drive the tender. Kelly, how many shackles?
I gave it 7. I don't know. It was kind of like a same old episode, just a different day.
Mm-hmm.
But it's set. We're ramping up for more. It's
Yeah,
just gonna get
we're
messier.
building for sure.
Yeah,
And these guests are promising as far as being awful people.
yeah,
You know
for
I
sure.
So we pick up at the beginning of the episode. We're in the hot tub. Kizzy's making out with Max. Kathy is wondering where her plans went astray. And
Yeah.
Aesha very astutely realizes and tells Kathy that Kizzy picks up when like another girl likes a guy and then she will go after that guy. And Kizzy, I don't know how she heard everything over the bubbles and the slurping, but she heard all of this. She's a multitasker, this one.
The bubbles and the slurping. Oh, gross. Okay, first of all, the water in the hot tub, it was like yellow. It was like this color. What was that? It was gross. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't
um,
like when the hot tub is like a color, like red, yellow, orange, like gross. Let's have blue, white.
well, and you couldn't even see their legs, so it was dirty.
Oh yeah.
Blech,
Yeah, all
blech.
the like
Anyway,
lotions and potions all like mixing in the oils and the sweat, like gross. I'm sure that has to get drained every day.
I am glad that she did hear her, though, because one, that shows that she's just not that into Max. Because, like, if you're into somebody in the moment, you're not gonna, the world could end and you would still
Right.
be happy, like into it.
Yeah,
And two, she needed to hear it, period, with a T at the end.
hmm
She is so calculating, it's gross.
it is gross. Are you glad that we interviewed Kitsy more towards the beginning of this season? Because I think it would have been rough to watch some of this behavior and then interview her. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
she's lovely.
Yeah. No, and I'm also kind of grateful that I wasn't there. So now I can say this and not be like,
Right.
sorry.
Um, Max said he actually prefers Kathy, so he's gonna try to like fix this situation.
I think I like them together too. I think they would be like sweet together.
Yeah, and we know Max has been feeling left out from the bromance this season, so he kind of
Yeah.
needs like a person.
Yeah.
Kathy is such a trooper. She has just had the guy she likes stolen by Kizzy, and now she's having to sleep in Joe's bed so that Joe and V can canoodle in her cabin.
My heart is so sad for her, but at least she knows she's gonna have a good night's sleep for the next day, which is their day off.
It's true. What I would feel, I don't know. I would be a little weird about sleeping in somebody else's sheets, I have to say. But whatever.
Yeah, fair enough.
These people are all just, these yachties are gross. They don't care about anything. I mean, they just sat in each other's filth in the hot tub, so who cares?
That's
Okay.
right. It's fine.
All right. The next day, things are awkward between Kizzi and Kathy, which to be expected.
So Kizzy comes into the crew mess where V and Joss and Josh, okay, sorry, are and Kathy are having a conversation about the previous night, and it's, they're just kind of chatting, and then she just rolls right in. Should I wear this?
Look at me, look at me.
Totally interrupting what they were talking about, trying to
Hmm.
get in all the attention. Not my favorite moment by her, but they all just kind of stop and look at her like, and I don't even know what they say. I
I
mean, it
think
was a cute
Kathy
outfit.
said that's not beach club, which I have to agree, like the knit, like I,
No.
I don't know.
And then her Gucci sandals, it wasn't, she was trying too hard with it because she's a stunning woman and she
Yeah,
wears great outfits otherwise. She's just trying too hard.
yeah. I mean, they can only pack so much stuff when they go on the boat, so there's probably limited options.
True.
Okay, we have the day off. We go to the beach club. Everyone is breaking down the events of the night. And how interesting that Kizzy said, I did like Joe, but now that I know you're having feelings for him, talking to V, I'm gonna step back. And I'm sure Kathy was like majorly rolling her eyes.
The fact that she said it right there in front of her, like, come
Hmm.
on. I was rolling my eyes. Meanwhile, in the other car, Aisha is having a therapy session with Joe, Nathan, and Max. So
Hmm.
that was fun. But yeah, I can't believe she said that.
Yeah, pretty funny. Okay, so at the beach club, Kizzy and Aisha kind of make amends. Aisha, she's such a good judge of character. And in her green screen, she says, I love Kizzy, but she's not a girl's girl. Now, we all know girls like this, right? We've all, unfortunately, I mean,
Yes.
these are people that you might be friendly with. They might be people you go out with, but they're not people you want to like have in your inner circle, probably. They're
They're not
they're
in
the
it for the
girls that are
long
like,
haul.
I just don't have a lot of girlfriends. I just get along with guys better.
Okay, now I say that, but it is generally true.
But you are a girl's girl for
I
sure.
am a girl's girl. Yeah, for sure.
So Max breaks the ice with Kathy. This was a very mature conversation, and all is forgiven. They're gonna start over again.
I thought that was very sweet. And
Yeah.
that is hard to do. Like these guys are, you know,
Yeah, it's
all in
awkward.
it. They're like in the moment kind of people. They don't think about beyond. So it was just
Yeah,
kind of nice to see all that.
for sure. Okay, we have pool time, we have dancing. Kathy and Max finally kiss, and Aisha is dancing alone on that bridge. That was really funny.
Highlight of the episode on the bridge, on the steps. She's just like in the pool. I mean, she's
Just
just for
everywhere.
three
Just
solid hours just
yeah,
dancing
feeling
away.
herself. Yeah. Just get it all out.
Ooh.
Kizzy and Nathan end up kissing in the pool, and she's just making her way through the roster.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, Sarah. Is she the Selene of this season?
Well, she's certainly trying to be, but she's a lot more likable than Selene, I have to say.
Point.
Kizzy compares herself to Sister Suffragette, and she said she paves the way for other women to have a meaningless snog. Now, believe it or not, this is the second time we've discussed suffragettes on this podcast. Can you name the other time?
No. Should I? Was
You
it
actually
Selene?
brought it up because it was when we were recapping Below Deck Adventure, and
Yeah.
Chief Stu Fay, you said that she sounds like Sister Suffragette from, is it
Yes.
from Mary Poppins?
Mary Poppins.
Yeah, and then we
Yes.
like put the two clips together. Anyway, I don't, why do I remember this? There's no room
What'd you
in
have
my
for
head
dinner
for
yesterday,
math, but I,
Sarah?
I got that. Yeah.
What'd you have for dinner last night?
Uh, Cereal? I don't know. Okay. So Josh swaying to the music while couples are making out on either side of him. That was a vibe.
He was just living life and loving it, all while sober. And that has to be so hard. But it's so commendable and just well done. But
Yeah,
just
I think if I were him, I would have like looked on either side and been like, you know what? I'm gonna move somewhere else, or let me go vibe with Aisha. Joe tells V he's not looking elsewhere. He's not looking at other girls. But their relationship does have an expiration date, as in the end of the charter season.
so in my head, I'm thinking of that Jennifer Lawrence meme where she's like, "What does that mean? What does that even mean?" She's eating the hot stuff, or hot ones. I think it's what
Mhm.
it's from. But what does that mean? It's once the charter's over, he's out, or is it a best if had by date? expiration date. Like, we better get this going, and then then it'll be fine.
I think he's happy to have that the end of the charter season as an expiration date because it gives him an out. Like, well, I'm going here, you're going back here. Of course, we know that doesn't have to be the case, but he's like, oh,
Right.
that's the end, you know. But if he's really into her after a few weeks, then maybe they make some plans. But he's giving
Right.
himself an out.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the boat. Nathan tells Joe he's not really into Kizzy and he's really just thinking about Gael.
So the answer to him missing the girl that he's really into is to just go ahead and drop anchor with anyone? Like, is this the excuse? I
Apparently.
just miss her so much. I'm just gonna go snog over there. Like, what is, and I'm
Hmm.
guessing that's what that means, snogging, dropping
I think
anchor.
Snog is kissing, I think.
Oh, kissing. Okay. Also, can you please explain to me what Kizzy was referring to, what she was trying to refer to when she was comparing herself to Tanya Harding and then Kathy being Nancy Kerrigan? Which, first of all, that all happened before these two lovely ladies were born. Let's just,
I
like,
know. Kizzy has some like old school references, which is really funny to me. She gives references that we would give.
right. It's very interesting. So I was confused by that because while she was saying she wasn't going to hire someone to take out her knee, maybe just her big toe, this is concerning, right? Like,
It is, especially because Kathy split her skirt and Kizzy didn't say anything and she let her like go out in front of the guests. So like
I mean, it's
she
kind of
might be
like,
willing to Tanya Harding her.
I mean, she was like, I see myself as Tanya Harding because we both had a rough time.
Oh my
You were in
God.
competitive dance, my friend. Like, you can't tell me you had a hard time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if anybody
It's
out there in
just
the world
concerning
understood
conversation.
that, please let me know. I'm
Yeah,
just
please help.
confused.
Okay, the next day we have a preference sheet meeting. I didn't quite catch the names. I think it was Camille and Patricia,
I think that was
something
right.
like that. Anyway, they're celebrating their 20th wedding anniversary. They want lots of water toys. They want to have a romantic party set in ancient times. And then another theme they want is like sexy nightlife of Spain with lots of tapas and seafood. Sounds
Cool.
sounds good. Captain
Yeah.
Sandy tells Nathan and the deck team, "This boat better be spotless. Like there's no excuse. You've had a day off." And she really expects them to like pick up their game this charter.
They keep showing clips from the old deck team
A
whenever they
lifetime
talk
ago.
about, I mean, it feels like a lifetime. And whenever they talk about how he's not doing well. And so all eyes are on Nathan.
Yeah.
Sandy's eyes, even all the little eyes in the sky around the boat are on.
Hmm.
She says she wants a bosun, not a brosin. Well done, Captain Sandy.
I
Well
like
done.
a good pun. Okay, the guests arrive and they're given champagne and some cool hand towels. And Captain Sandy starts to make this grand announcement like, "Welcome to Bravado." And one of the dudes interrupts her in the middle, like, "Are you guys going to take these towels?"
Yeah. Can we just call him Cheeseball? Because I don't know his name. I don't want to know his name. I think we
Sure.
just call him Cheeseball.
Yeah, Cheeseball, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so later, Cheeseball asks for a servant to do his laundry. By the way, his name is Imran, I think. Okay, so
Yeah. I like Cheeseball better.
Cheeseball's easier to remember.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
we have a
pronounce.
weather update. The swell is really starting to pick up, and so Captain Sandy makes the decision that they're going to go into this nice little protected marina and
Yeah.
dock for the night. To make matters worse, these guests are, quote, boat people.
Cheeseball said, my boat can handle this. Okay, dude, you do not know your head from your tail right now. Like, we don't even.
Yeah, he
Don't.
probably has like a 20-foot John boat. Like, whatever, dude. Okay.
What is that? Is that
Just
like
like
the
a
ones
small boat, like those green metal ones, that maybe you drive with like a tiller in the back.
oh, like on Outer Banks.
Yeah, actually. Yes. Good job.
Yes.
So
I see what you're saying.
they're docking in a new location. So, like
Yeah.
the deck team, and they're doing like the sideways docking. So,
Ooh.
this deck team hasn't done this before. Some of them have never done this. Captain Sandy's docking in a new place. And Cheeseball decides, like, oh, this would be a good time to talk to Captain Sandy about the thrusters.
Ah, yes. Yes. Time for the mansplaining to begin. Yes.
Yeah, she's
Excellent
like,
timing.
I don't have those. Like, and then she tells him, like, I need to be able to see behind me. So, okay. So it is
Uh,
a rough docking. Nathan is getting frustrated with his team, and Captain Sandy has to tell him more than once not to yell. As we know, she does not like any kind of yelling on deck.
no, it's not very professional. And I
Yeah.
understand where he's coming from, but
Okay, dinner time. This is the ancient times dinner. I loved that the producer asked Josh if he thinks about the Roman Empire a lot, but I don't think Josh got the reference. This is one of those really funny things that the internet brought us in recent years.
I have to think about like what my Roman Empire would be. I can't place it on one thing. What would have you thought about yours? What your Roman
Oh,
Empire
well, it's
is?
probably Bravo shows. In
Yeah.
recent years, I would say it's Grey Gardens. Like I'm always thinking
Yes.
and relating stuff back to Grey Gardens.
Grey Gardens. Did you get the thing I sent you with Watch Your
I
Crappins?
No. Did they talk about Grey Gardens?
With they were on another podcast and they were talking about Grey Gardens.
Oh, I have to go through. Is this on Instagram? Did you send me?
Yes.
I need to go
It's
through.
in the 45,000 that I've sent you since yesterday, so you'll find them.
Okay, I'll get to it.
Sorry.
But you don't know what your Roman Empire would be.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
When this was going around, did you ask any of the men in your life, your brother, your dad, did you ask them, like, how often do you think about the Roman Empire?
No.
No, you
I guess
didn't.
I didn't really think about asking them.
I asked Bill, and he was like, never, like almost never. And then my
Yeah.
friend Carrie, she asked her husband Corbett, and he said probably like once a week. We're like, what? So weird.
I love
Bizarre.
that. It's just I love how interesting that is. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. So the food looks great. The guests are super happy.
Josh is so good at what he does.
Yeah,
So
there's no
good.
drama in the kitchen this season,
Uh-uh.
unless you have Max like eating truffles. But Josh is just killing it.
Yeah.
Kizzy is annoyed by everyone today. I think we've all had a day like this. I was kind of like this yesterday. Um, Especially Kathy because she's, quote, too perfect, too yachty.
She's just grumpy. Like, girl, you're hungover and tired. We get it. We're all there.
Hmm.
She didn't get her way with everything yesterday, and that's bothering her.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, the next day. They get off the dock, they get all the toys in the water, the slide is out, and one of the guests asks Max if he could drive the tender, and he says, sure, why not? Captain Sandy sees him out there, calls him back to the boat, and this is right after she catches Nathan goofing around in the crew mess, and he's not looking so good to Captain. And she tells
No.
him, get your sheet together with the deck team.
I think it was Cheeseball who was driving.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Cheese ball.
Cheeseball.
So we get the mid-season trailer, which we talked about it at during our BravoCon episode, so 2 episodes ago. I'm super excited for Gail to get here. I just love her.
I'm excited too, and I forgot about Aesha, like her fake. I forgot about that. It was so hilarious.
That was
Uh,
really fun to watch on the big screen.
with her in the room, which made it
Hmm.
fantastic. Yeah.
Well, let's take a break and we'll come back with Yachties. Where are they now? And Hot Tub Combo.
'Tis the season for Black Friday sales. Our Above Deck merch is 20% off this week. If you've been waiting for this sale, now is your chance to score your favorite hoodie, mug, water bottle, t-shirt, or other chaotic fan energy essentials.
Grab yours today at shop.hurrdatmedia.com. 20% off all the merch all week, no code needed, and your discount is applied at checkout.
Treat yourself this holiday season. Go to shop.hurrdatmedia.com. That's spelled HURRDAT media.com.
You know what else would make a nice gift this holiday season?
What's that, Sarah?
Coconut bowls. They are the
Yes.
original company that started the eco-friendly coconut bowls craze way back in 2016 by upcycling discarded coconuts and turning them into these beautiful coconut bowls. They were featured on Shark Tank and they have sold more than 1 million bowls to happy customers worldwide.
From beautiful coconut bowls to bamboo cups, straws, and cutlery, Coconut Bowls has eco-friendly, handcrafted items to complete your sustainable kitchen. Each bowl is made from 100% natural coconuts with a unique size, shape, and pattern.
Each coconut tree only produces fruit for about 70 years. So once they're done producing, the farmers cut them down and they plant new ones. And then the wood from that tree is used to make furniture and other building materials. And then Coconut Bowl sources the smaller pieces and scraps to make chopsticks, spoons, knives, and forks. So that's a good use for those. And they also are creating these coconut candles with coconut soy wax, and it has a wooden wick that crackles when it burns, which I love. I'm definitely going to be giving these as gifts this holiday season. And they also make straws from bamboo to help minimize the use of single-use plastic straws.
Their mission is to source, rescue, and reuse as many coconut shells as possible. Join the Coconut Bowls movement today and eat sustainably. Go to coconutbowls.com and use discount code AboveDeckPod20 for 10% off your order.
It's time to check in with a former Below Deck Yachty in our segment Yachties. Where are they now? We thought it would be fun to talk to Chef Clo since we just came off 3 days at BravoCon together in Las Vegas. Please enjoy this chat with Clo Martin, the chef from Below Deck Sailing Yacht Season 5.
Hello.
Hey, Chefy.
Hello,
Hi.
stranger.
How are you?
Good.
Good,
Are
how
you
are
able
you?
to turn your camera the other way by chance?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Better?
Yeah. Oh, what a
Are you in Paso
beautiful
Robles?
you
Not
are.
Robles. Paso Robles.
I am indeed. Let's see. Does it let me? Oh, yeah, it does. Look at this.
Oh
Oh, look at
man, look at
that.
that.
Hi,
Oh, hi,
puppy
puppy.
dog.
There's the sheep, chickens, horses running around in the pasture.
Wow. Oh, big stretch. You know you have to say that when a dog stretches.
That's
Yeah,
right.
naturally.
So, whose farm, like what you said you had farm work to do this morning. What were you doing?
A little early morning wake up. There was just an earthquake out here, actually, which shook a couple lambs loose,
Oh,
uh, which is exciting. They are a couple days old and very fluffy.
Oh,
um,
babies.
various things just around the farm, getting it all cleaned up. They're planning to move the chicken coop, kind of fix up the orchard area, and
okay.
then raise cattle as well behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I have this catering event coming up, so I was hoping to come out here and source some specialty produce, um, hang out, find some fun California stuff. Since this gentleman having this party on the yacht wants some specialty items. So I said,
Cool.
cool.
All right.
What a life.
That's the
Yeah.
plan. Yeah,
You never know what you're gonna get up to,
pretty
Cloyce.
beautiful. Spent this morning walking through a couple hundred acres of vineyard,
Oh,
which was
amazing.
awesome. A
That's
beautiful
so cool.
morning. We were up at 5:30. I drove out last night actually. Um, I got in
Oh
at 2,
gosh.
so not a whole lot of sleeping going on, but that's a good. That makes for you know, much more adventure to be had when there's not a lot of sleeping going on.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of sleep, do you feel like you had caught up from BravoCon?
No, not at all. Actually, I continued that trend quite heavily. Um, Ronnie from Below Deck, famously known as the one who was stung by a jellyfish, uh,
Okay.
she the day I was driving home from BravoCon, I looked at Instagram and saw that she was flying into Palm Springs um, for a week, like a ladies' trip,
Uh-huh.
golfing and whatnot. And so I was like, "What the heck? You're less than 2 hours from my house." And she was like, "Well, today's your lucky day. They messed up my timeshare and gave me an extra room. So if you want to come, I have a room for you. You can stay, hang out, whatever." And my aunt's in town, so I took her and my father and was like, "Hey, let's go for a little Palm Springs trip." So we ended up doing 2 days in Palm Springs immediately after. And so I went out with Ronnie and the ladies both nights, uh, which,
hmm
involved some level of consuming alcohol and running all hours of the night, and some stumbling home. Yeah. So no,
Wow. Yeah, you
there's
have
been
not
no
caught up. I feel
recovery
like I've
at
taken a
all.
nap every single day since I got back.
No, I haven't slept at all. Really.
Now you're doing farm laboring.
I know, right?
The day after I got back from hanging out with Ronnie, I had a big catering event. Went and shopped, had a dinner that night, had a
Hmm.
fun last night to attend, and then after that was over, drove here.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Hasn't stopped, and it's
Hasn't.
not going to. Thanksgiving's coming up, and then
Yeah,
I have a full day of prep, and then a 2-day yacht charter to Catalina. Um, that's life.
that's
It's for the
life.
Catalina Boat Show. Is that what it's? No, I'm just kidding.
The
Sorry.
Catalina
The
wine
Cat-
mixer.
Wine mixer. Yes, that's it.
that I do every year. This
No.
is not, but I've been in the Catalina wine mixer a couple years in a row, and
Yes.
that is super awesome.
Do you call it the fucking Catalina wine mixer?
We do indeed, yes. You have no choice. That is,
No choice.
yeah.
Well, tell us what were your highlights from BravoCon? What were your like favorite things?
Oh, there were many. I mean, running around with you guys obviously was a major highlight.
So
Getting
fun.
all the trouble that we did. Uh, I think meeting everyone's got to be one of the biggest ones. It's kind of like a funny experience to be in a place where anyone has any idea who you are.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of it's an odd experience as a normal person who is certainly not accustomed to that. But it's hilarious, you know. Doing all the photo ops was definitely fun. Um, Meeting Captain Jason, definitely a highlight. Um, yeah, meeting Ben was funny too. I think
Hmm.
we'll hopefully have some more overlap and a chance to kind of dive deeper into the culinary side of that interaction. But
Yeah.
everyone was super nice. It was very interesting to hear all the behind the scenes chaos of all the new seasons and things as well. You know, it's
Hmm.
hard to not fall in love with it from a like a viewer's perspective as well. I've
Hmm.
not
Yeah.
really, I mean, I don't watch TV at all, quite honestly. So to
Because
be
you don't
like,
have time to.
I really just don't. It there's nothing that I sit down and have any minutes to binge, and when I do, I'm 10 minutes into a show, and I'm like, hey, wait a second, I have so many things I could be doing, so
Hmm.
much empire building to be done. Um, but it was fun to kind of be there as like a as a fan. It was it was funny. Then I met some ladies who were generous enough to give me tickets to the Watch What Happens live tapings. So I went to two of those.
Hmm.
Um, and one of them they had both of them actually they had extra tickets. So I met some people that afternoon that I said goodbye to you. I was walking back to my car
Hmm.
and it flooded, so they wouldn't let me go through to the thing. And there were these lovely ladies right behind me who were in this similar situation. So we ended up walking back around through the resort together to try to get to the parking lot.
Hmm.
And that situation ended up becoming best friends. And, and one of them came with me to watch what happens live. Then we went out country dancing, which was hilarious. And the next day, she had an extra ticket, so I had my best friend who lives in Vegas come out, and then we went and had a fun night, played some pool, got into some trouble as we do. Um,
Huh?
Hmm.
so it was good. I mean, those all of those little like spontaneous experiences, I think, make the trip, a well-rounded and properly chaotic experience.
Yeah, I love it. You just said yes to everything. Now,
Yeah.
which Watch What Happens lives were they? Do you remember like which episodes they were?
Yeah, so the it was the second day of filming. They filmed two of them.
Okay.
I
It's
don't know
like
that I
the
can tell you
reading room and
reading
like
room and the one
something
after,
else.
and then the holiday special.
Okay, fun.
Yeah,
Excellent. Now, I know you did get to ask Andy a question, but I did watch these episodes, but the question didn't make the airing. So, will you tell us like what you asked and what he said?
I will. Yeah, they were in between filming the episodes, and I think trying to fill the void of
Hmm.
of silence in the room. So they brought out some funny people to kind of, you know,
Mm.
fill the gaps. I asked Andy if he could pick any below deck chef to come cook for him, who it would be. And obviously Chef Cloyce. So funny. Then
So
immediately
good.
across the room came over and we're like, oh my God, can we get photos with you? Hilarious. And then 3 questions deeper, someone said, make the perfect below deck crew.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's naming captain, chief stew, whatever. And he was like, obviously Chef Cloyce. It was a funny little moment.
That's so cute. When you told us this story in Vegas, I just wanted everybody else to hear the story. It reminded me when you were on Watch What Happens Live, you and Andy really connected. Like he seemed to really get like a kick out of you. So Andy famously is not like a big Below Deck fan or watcher, but like he really connected with you. Like you could tell that during that episode.
I thought we had good rapport. I think it was fun to have him kind of, he has all the questions they sort of have to ask in the program. It was kind of funny to experience him on all elements, from the show perspective, and then having him come back and be like, hey, you guys did a great job taking photos. He came to introduce himself first while we were getting set up in the green rooms. Yeah, very nice guy. I enjoyed that experience very much, and definitely would love to reconnect. But he's a busy man indeed.
Yeah.
He's very busy.
I think the new hair looks really good though. I think
It really does, right? The longer hair, like he's really looking like a silver fox.
I would agree, indeed.
Yeah.
And how about you?
So,
What were your highlights?
oh my
Aside
gosh.
with me the whole weekend, obviously.
Well, yeah, that's number one,
Yeah.
obviously.
So many. I got a real big kick out of you asking trivia questions, especially when you
Yeah.
asked people who the chef was on Below Deck sailing out
That's
season 5, and
so funny.
that
I
was
Yeah.
really funny. And yeah, that was a big highlight. And going to the Bravos was really fun, and just meeting everyone. What about you, Kelly?
I think proposing to Jason and Carrie, like it's up there. Um, we'll have to talk later about what their plans are with that or whatever, but no, just kidding. Um, no, it was just really fun to to meet everybody and see everybody. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen everyone, so it's like a
Yeah.
big family reunion, but also, since in the last 2 years we've gained a lot of followers, and so that was neat
Yeah, meeting
to meet.
listeners was fun, and yeah,
Yeah.
just passing out bracelets, and it's just such a cool fandom of people. I'm sure that's how it feels to go to Comic-Con for people that are like into that stuff. It's just
Yeah.
like fun to be around that many people that are into the same things that you are. So, yeah. Oh,
I,
Kelly, you had an important question for
I
Cloyce.
do have an important question. So we
uh,
just talked about the episode that's going to air tomorrow night, and they were talking about Roman empires. How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
just like in general, pretty often. I every time I do almost anything, I think about the Roman Empire. I'm, I've been heavily influenced by their existence, as have you. Whether you realize,
Mhm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
and water moves from literally anywhere into my glass. I think, wow,
Thank
that was
you, Romans.
pretty much entirely them who crafted that idea. I do possess multiple Roman style swords and similar items.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Um,
speaking of swords, I saw you have your own knife line right now that you're working with another company with. I mean, these are some beautiful knives, Sarah, if you've not seen them yet.
Oh, yeah. I need to look at those. We need to put a link in the show notes so people can I was looking at your hot sauces today, like the ones with pineapple in them.
they're
That
good.
sounds so good.
I'll have to send you some. I should have just given you some when I was there. I had cases in my car. We just,
Dang
yeah, like
it.
slipped my mind entirely, but I'll send you some.
Next
Uh,
time.
yes, those have been out for a while. Making those in Costa Mesa, uh,
Hmm.
a nice local deal, and I have those in a couple of restaurants and available at little stores. And then the knife line is a collaboration between myself, obviously, and a knife maker, and now owner of this knife company who went to my culinary school. So he just
Oh,
won.
fun.
His name's Noah Rosen. Just won Forbes 30 under 30 in the beverage department, which is awesome, and has kind of skyrocketed his own knife line. So I came to him with the idea to take his custom forged blades, which are all handcrafted, hand pounded. No two blades are the same. That design that's on there, design is really actually the forging process of forging the steel. And told them that I wanted to add a custom wood inlay to every single knife. Now, because all the woods are custom inlaid, also no two handles are the same, because these are all pieces of different imported woods that come in and added, in various colorations. So every single piece is unique. None of them are stamped from sheet metal like you see from a lot of big mega corporate brands, which does a lot for the knife sharpness, and sharpness retention, but also obviously allows us to get the perfect styling. They're light, easy to use, good for a home cook, and also obviously I use them as a professional, so perfect combination.
So cool. Definitely want to get my paws on one of those.
Absolutely, that could be arranged, I imagine.
Well, Cloyce, tell everyone where they can find you on the socials and your website and that kind of thing.
I have conveniently made everything at Chef Cloyce. So if you can remember how to spell my name, then you can find me on the internet. It's Cloyce like Rolls Royce.
Yep.
There you go.
That's on all the socials, and then chefcloyce.com, cloycemartin.com, chefcloycemartin.com. Those all get you to the same place. I used to pay for chefdaddy.vip. But no, that, so I turned it off. But I might reinstate it. It was a funny little conversation piece when I'd meet random dudes and just be like, hey, here's my website.
I love it. Well,
Anyway,
Cloyce, we had so much fun with you at BravoCon. I hope you'll stay in touch, and definitely let us know if you're ever in Ohio or South Carolina. We'll have to have another adventure.
that sounds incredible. I look forward to it. Definitely would love to see you both again, and I'm sure there's quite a few more adventures for us to be had out there in the big wide world.
Absolutely. Well, good luck with everything, and we'll talk soon.
Awesome. Thank you guys
All
for
right.
that.
Take care.
Bye.
Look at that.
So beautiful. Oh, tell your dad we said hi too, by the way. I know he follows us.
I will. Oh. All right. You guys take care.
Okay.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye. It's time for Hot Tub Convo, where we discuss what's happening with our favorite Below Deck cast members.
Okay, I mentioned last week that Jason and Daisy were on Watch What Happens Live the week of BravoCon, but didn't have a chance to watch. I finally watched today. He wore glasses in that episode, like dark rim, like very cute.
Ooh.
He's very like Clark Kent.
Yeah.
So they were asked about the picky vegan charter on Med, and Jason said, if being vegan makes you that angry, you should probably eat some meat. I thought that was funny. The Salt Lake
Where's the
City
lie?
charter, I think we found this out previously, but the Salt Lake City charter crossover, like that was their first charter of the season. So
Yeah.
we know, I always say if I was going to charter the Below Deck yacht, I would not want to be the first charter because they're working out the kinks.
Or the last, because they're done.
Yeah. I'd want to be like the third or fourth. By the time they get to the fifth charter, they're exhausted and like everybody's hating each other. I think two, three, four, that's the sweet spot. So, but it's Andy has said it was really hard for them to coordinate and make this possible, this crossover. They've wanted to do it for years with one of the
Yeah.
Housewife franchises and Below Deck. And you have to get like so many people's schedules coordinated and like when is the yacht available and like the crew and like are they filming at the right time and when is Salt Lake
Right.
filming? So I'm sure that's when they had to do it like right at that time. That was probably
Yeah.
the only option.
That was good though. I mean, I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see the other side of
I
it.
know, I'm so excited. So, Daisy said she didn't even know her stew's names really, like when they started
Oh,
filming.
no. Oh dear.
Yeah, just call him Cheeseball. It's fine. Okay. So they played a game called Sink or Save where Andy was trying to find like matches for Jason at BravoCon. You know, he's always trying to hook up Captain Jason. And
Always.
so he would show a picture of a Bravo celebrity, a woman, and he would either say sink or save. So these are the people he said to sink. Lala, which is interesting because he was previously kind of interested in Lala. Erica
Yeah,
Jane, Alexia, Adriana, who, you know, said she had a thing with him. Carol
right,
Radziwill, just because he doesn't know who she is, which makes sense. He's only gotten into Bravo like since he's been on Bravo, so he
right.
was old school. Save Kiki, Portia, Lindsay Hubbard, Ashley Darby because they're good friends. The Countess he would save because he said something to her at the last BravoCon and like I guess it didn't go over well, so he thought they were on the outs, but he wanted to fix the friendship. So I'm curious what he said. He said he's not even sure what he said, but he offended her or something. Sierra Miller, and then Sally from Southern Charm. So,
Who's your friend? Because you rode on the airplane with her, right?
of
You guys are
course, yes.
neighbors.
Yes. Jason said there's no hard feelings toward Aesha for not being invited to her wedding. And he said he was married before and there were people that had to be left out, you know, left off the guest list. So he understands. By the way, Aesha and Jason were interviewed at BravoCon and
Yeah,
they were adamant to like make sure people knew we did not have a falling out. We're friends. There's no hard feelings. You can't invite everyone to your wedding. And
yeah,
yeah, we were close at one time. We're still close, but not invite you to my wedding of 100 people close. So
yeah.
yeah, they squashed that rumor.
Good.
Someone asked Daisy when she talked to her boatmance from last season, Keith, last. And she
Oh,
said, not recently. She did reach out once and got a very short reply. So,
oh, I really liked them together.
I know they were
They were
cute.
sweet.
Yeah, they really gave it a go. Have you ever done that, like texted or messaged an ex and like gotten like the thumbs up or something back?
No, but I did have a guy who wouldn't stop texting me,
Hmm.
and he would text me like every quarter. It was weird. I don't know.
Just a
So,
quarterly checkup.
yeah, pretty much. So he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't know who is this?" And he was like, "Oh, this is so and so. Is this Kelly's?" No,
New
no,
number, who
this is
dis?
Dan. And he goes, "Oh, well, how long have you had this phone number?" And I was like, "About 3
30 years.
months." He's like, "Okay, thanks."
That's funny. I one time sent an ex like an article, like, because it was an article that was relevant only to he and I. And so I like sent it and then I was like, oh my God, like this isn't someone I talk to regularly. So this is kind
Right,
of weird
right,
that I
right.
sent this. And if I could have unsent it, I would have, but he immediately responded with the thumbs up. And I was like, oh my God, this is so awkward, like
That's
so
that's even
humiliating.
worse.
Yeah. I'm like, I wanted to be like, I'm married, so like leave me alone. I regret knowing you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I just wanted to tell you about my roller skates. So, you know how I make a list every year of like things I want to accomplish, mostly like fun
Yeah,
things. So,
yeah,
when we interviewed Adam from Below Deck
yeah.
Down Under, he, you know, was in Charleston and he was like, "Oh, we should go skating." And I was like, "Okay, I need to go ahead and get my skates and like do this." So, like I ordered my roller skates and then I think I had a trip planned to like Wisconsin or something. And I was like, well, I don't want to try roller skating for the first time in, you know, 20 years right before a trip because what if I break my ankle? And then I was on a dive trip like later in the summer and I was like, well, I don't want to try it, you know, because I have a dive trip coming up. And then I was like, well, I don't want to do it before BravoCon because like that would be terrible. Of course, everybody is
Right.
on scooters in Las Vegas, as it turns out. But it turns out there's never a good time to break your neck on roller skates, so I still
Yeah.
haven't put them on, except in the house.
Oh, in the house, that's even better. Do it in the
Yeah.
garage.
So yeah, I could do the garage. So I do
I
have
used to
like
love,
a helmet and I have like the wrist guards and the elbow and the knees. So maybe in January I'll or end of December I'll give it a go. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I roller skated like my, you know, for years and years and years. So
and there's skates, right? Like 2x2, they're not a blade.
yeah, they're skates. Yeah, I bought
Yeah, those,
blades and skates, and then I decided it's been so long since I've done either. I think it's a good time to like switch back to roller skates. So
yeah.
Didn't I used to wear your
Makes sense.
rollerblades all the time in college? Like,
No,
no? Didn't you have rollerblades that I borrowed? Whose did I borrow?
maybe
Because
you
I
did.
because I
I
think you
feel like
had
I brought, if I don't, maybe what, like our roommates, one of our roommates did. Somebody
maybe
on the
because I feel
floor.
like Emily and I would rollerblade all the time, but I didn't have a pair, and I
Yeah.
don't think you
Oh,
were really
maybe
using
I,
yours. And I remember
I
you
feel like I
saying
had
like
them
you're
and I
really
just brought them
scuffing
up.
up my rollerblades because I was wearing them all the
At the same time, it's not like I was gonna wear them, so whatever.
time. I broke them in real good for you.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, anyway, no, that's all. Okay. It's time for our segment, Join Me in the Wheelhouse, where we decide who needs to see Captain Sandy for a stern talking to. Kelly, who do you call to the wheelhouse and why?
I'm calling Kizzy because she was not thinking straight. And
Yeah,
I mean, do what you want to do, girl, but be a girl's girl.
yeah, for sure. Also Cheeseball, probably, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be up next week.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure. All right, well, that's it for this week's episode of Above Deck. Thank you to our team at Hurrdat Media, especially Brock and Justin. Thanks to all of you for listening. Please subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to tell a friend. And please rate and review us 5 stars only.
Please follow us on Instagram at Above Deck Pod, and you can email us at abovedeckpod@gmail.com. And you can watch our episodes on the Hurrdat Entertainment YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Kelli Busbey.
And I'm Sarah Goldman. We'll see you next week.